The purpose of this video is to teach Descendancy Research. The First Presidency issued a letter in 2012 to all members of the church encouraging us to find our own names for the temple, promising their temple experience would be enriched. Elder Bednar promised spiritual protection as we do this work. Elder Cook made additional promises to families. We are admonished to find the names of our ancestors needing ordinances, take those names to the temple, and teach someone else how to do it. Elder Tillman, the member of the 70 assigned to the East and West Coordinating Councils, has asked that every adult and youth 12 years old and older have a find, take, teach experience. Elder Tillman set the example. We will be blessed as we follow this counsel. If you need help knowing how to find a name for the temple, this video is for you. Church policy says that you can do the temple ordinances for your cousins, that is, persons who share a common ancestor with you, who were born more than 110 years ago, that is, born in 1905 or before. We recommend that you begin with an ancestor born around 1790. You will have the greatest success doing cousin research for those who lived after 1850 because there are more records available. Sign in to FamilySearch.org, then click on the family tree at the bottom. There it is right there. This opens the traditional landscape view with you in the primary position. We don't want to use this. Find the fan chart symbol near the top, click on it, and it will put you in the middle and 4 generations going out from there. Pick any one of those ancestors and hover the mouse over the bottom part of the person's name and then click on the fan chart symbol. This will put that person in the center of another fan chart symbol. Pick any one of the ancestors born before 1790 and repeat the process. Hover the mouse, click on the fan chart symbol, it puts them in the middle. Now we will use the descendancy view. There's the symbol in the upper left-hand corner. Click on it and it will open a different view for those that family, Isaac and Mary and his wife and their children. You will notice that some of the people have lines next to their name. That means the Family Search does not have any further information about them as far as a spouse and children are concerned. The persons that have an arrow mean that Family Search has a spouse and maybe children. That is important to understand. The first step is to click on the Show tab at the upper right, which opens a box where you can click the Request Ordinances, Record Hints, and Spouses, and unclick all the rest. Now we're back to the descendancy view, Isaac and Mary at the top, and all of their children, which are indented slightly to the right. As quickly as you can, just click on all the arrows that need to be expanded and let the system work until it is through expanding. In this example, there's no more arrows to expand, and we are beginning to see a lot of icons on the right. The key to Descendancy Research is to understand these icons. What is it that you're going to be looking for? Obviously, the first thing is green temple icons. That means you can request ordinances. Record hints is important. One of the most important icon combinations is the orange icon, meaning needs more information, and the record hint. In other words, the person needs more information before you can do temple ordinances, and the record hints might provide that information. So let's try that. Here's a whole bunch of icons. Click on the temple icon, and in this case it says a possible duplicate exists. For the beginning genealogist, this is bad news. Move on. find another green temple icon, click on it. In this case, it says data problems. Again, this is not good news for the beginning genealogist. Just move on. In this case, we click on this temple icon, and it says that we can request the temple ordinances and complete the work. Here's a combination of a green temple icon and a record hint. Let's see if we can reserve the work. Yes, we can, and we can request it, but before we do, it is recommended that you also help to perfect the record by attaching the record with the review and attach button at the bottom. Here's a good example of an orange icon and a record hint icon. Josiah and his wife do not have any children. There is missing information. Click on it and find out that Mrs. McMillan is the one that needs more information. Is it possible that the record hint could provide that information? Let's click it and find out. When we do, we find it's an 1880 census. Josiah is shown, but not his wife. So we were not successful finding more information for Mrs. McMillan, but his daughter is showing, and that is a new person that we can add to Family Search. Here's husband and wife with no children in Family Search. Is it possible that the record hints will provide the names of the children? We click on it, and there are 3 records in this case. The one that is of most interest is the 1900 census, because Esther has her married name, is 43 years old, and if she had children, they are probably showing in the census. So that makes us pretty excited. We click on the record, and we in fact see John and his wife, which was all that was in Family Search, but we also see a son, a daughter-in-law, and a grandson. Those would be new people that we can add to Family Search. So go and reserve the ordinances, take them to the temple, then teach someone else how to do it.